Welcome to episode 14 of our Timberborn .1 playthrough with the folk tales with me, Captain T. And today let's talk about some of the recent updates after you've liked and subscribed. So let's do that now, yeah, please. Because there has been an update. The aquifers has been changed. They won't be using power during a drought and a bad tide anymore. They also won't be producing bad water full stop. Not during a bad tide, not during a drought, never. But we've got some new stuff and I had to place them extra in the map on the actual location where they are in the original map. They have been added there, but as we've been playing this for some time, I had to add them myself. But we have this, the bad water drain. It will produce only bad water during a bad tide. So during a drought, it's dry. During a normal tide, it's dry. But as you can see, it changes some things. First, we had a bad water discharge system here. So we could get rid of the bad water from the aquifer drill. But that won't be necessary. But we've got these bad tide drains to take in consideration. And they are at some very unfortunate places, like over here. So you can see it is pouring out right in the middle of our tree farm. Which, of course, needless to say, is absolutely devastating for the trees we have grown here. And it empties out in our reservoir. So we have to think about a solution for that. They are at different places. They are also got some over here. We've got some over here. And also, I believe, yes, over here, and got a couple over there and there. So we got 7 sets of bad tide drains. And today, we're mainly gonna focus about trying to figure something out for this. Let's, for now, make sure that both of these pump as much clean water as they currently can, because for the next 7 days this is just a complete drain. We're gonna lose a lot of wood, which, I mean, it is what it is. We can't change that. Over here the bad water can escape in that drought. We only, oh no, make sure our beavers don't actually go in there. Don't you dare, beavers. No need. No, come back. No need to get in the bad tide. Oh, we've already got 4 beavers unwell. Well, let's be safe. Now they can't get in the bad water. Oh, we got 4 sick beavers. Oh no. As you can see, this one used to produce bad water. There is nothing pouring out over here. So everything is falling there in that sluice. So luckily over here we can get rid of it all. It is just over here where we are now screwed is the technical term. We're absolutely screwed. Oh no. Close above contamination 1%. Don't want to get up. This is now also contaminated, which we can flush it out once we have normal water flowing again. But first, well-being. We need a herbalist. We got paper, we got dandelions, we got berries. Let's place it over here somewhere. $300 science points, yes. Get to building that. So at least our 4 unwell beavers, before they get completely sick and ill, have a chance to actually get better again. So, about this thing over here, how are we gonna stop that? Probably with a tunnel, I think. We need to drain it into over there. Or could we... There's a lot of metal that. That's way more metal than we currently have. We make some form of a... Yes, I think what we could do is basically make a tube. Make this 4. I'm gonna need to make this 4 wide. Oh, no, not there. This is pretty much a temporary solution, but we need to make a way. Impermeable floors. Yes, we just have to use those. Part on there. Part on there. Obtain the logs. And then we'll make... Oh, yeah. Dynamite it like that. I mean, this bear tide will be over in 5 days. I think we have enough water to survive that. And then over here we just place two sluice gates. That will at least make sure we won't get any backflow in here. I mean, on the one hand, this is an amazing thing new to the game. It's a bit unfortunate that we're getting it halfway through a playthrough, but those are the risks of playing in experimental mode. I know that. Let's connect them up with a path over here. And also over there, so they can build from 2 sides. 5 unwell beavers. Where is... Let's just be... Oh wait, we can't pause these. But blocked by bad water, so they shouldn't go in there. Yes, let's put it on to triple speed and let's take a look. Yes, you are creating antidote. You need any form of extra storage. Some small... 1 for paper, 1 for dandelions, and 1 for berries. Set them to obtain. That will finish it out. This one can be set back to planting. This also means we have to rethink our entire wood farm over here. Because also on top of here is a little bit contaminated, but not that much. But with our greening projects, there are plenty of places where I think we can create some green land. Well, over here future it won't be, but yeah. At least they are finished over here. I think what I'm gonna do is just open this because more and more bedwater is heading into there. Ah, our blueberries died. We have to replant those. Our dandelions, these won't make it as well. Should have had this closed and opened up that other one because our overflow. But at least they are working over here. Let's give them a one for planks obtained, highest priority, prioritized by the haulers. And a small one for the metal blocks. Can't get all materials. Wood. Did I did not mark these trees for cutting. That's, well, unfortunate. These are marked for cutting. We are gonna need some extra wood, so I think I'm gonna sacrifice some of our pine trees. Because this needs to be built. And quick. This one, yes. Now they can bring in all the materials. Things should move quite a bit quicker now. And over here, let's just give them a little bit extra. And we got a couple of oak trees we can cut down over here. Oh. I mean, it means this whole thing, this whole system is unnecessary, and also these contamination barriers, so we can just get rid of these. Get rid of these. And those ones. Gives us back quite a good amount of metal blocks and planks. Over here they are doing that job, they're doing quick. How are our unwell beavers? Contaminated. Well, at least we've got the herbalist. Ooh, of course, let's make a storage unit for the what is it called? Antidote. Yes. We can store here up to 40 units of antidote, but it wasn't our goal to have that. Let's actually get first these side things going on. I mean, in one day the bear tide's over, and then you'll see this will stop. This is just falling down. This sucks, but it felt wrong to not include these just because I built over here. That feels like a little bit of cheating, but it is what it is. Those are the risks of playing experimental mode before the release. They also did some small things, some visual things with graphic settings, but those are, you can just see them. That's this is done, they will finish this by the time this will stop. It doesn't matter that we haven't blown up this yet. Blocked by bad water, which... Oh, those are those. Over here, we're gonna have to think about how we are redoing this. Because we do need a power connection over there. Let's take a look. This stopped. We can plant trees over here again. We can also plant back our dandelions and a blueberry. Can I reach this? But I can't reach this one. I can't reach over here. Well, that's a worry for a later date. Let's actually remove these parts. Go ahead, blow this up. Put in our sluices. Rotate them that way, put in some dirt. And then basically you can have them open all the time because bad water won't flow back out in here. This will, however, have to drain out for quite some time. So that's a bit of a shame. But all of the... Yes, all the metal things, the impermeable floors are in there. And let's actually do this. Just so we have up some space back. Could do that over here as well. But yeah. Could also just place them in with levees, give us some more space, but put back, yes. Change this one to dirt. Over here, let's set this back to automatic. Closed, I mean closed. This is pretty much closed up again, so we'll have work area over here, so we have the space. This will have to drain out bit by bit. It will be fine. And over here, trying to connect back our power grid over here. Be something like this just for now, but so yeah. Let's connect up our power grid over here so we can actually see the water flow all over here. And then in the next episode we'll worry about our wood production and all that kind of stuff. Thus mean that this will stay green, so we can plant the trees over here as well. That is something we could do in the future. Over here, well, yeah, but lacking a lot of wood. We've cut down most of our pine trees. But I want to get this finished. Beaver unwell. The drought is approaching in 3 days. But I think we don't have any completely sick beavers. This one is unwell, so it will become contaminated, but our antidote did its job. Over here, not connected to a path. Now it is. They can work on the dirt. Is not the big priority. We're getting a drought, so we have some thinking time for over here on how are we gonna stop these. But I want to connect this power up. They should be able with just one more staircase. They can build this one. How can they build this one? Oh, there is a... Could have laid down the path over here, but that would be very long for our beavers to walk. Well, walk. I'm not talking about, you know, the Asian way of frying food with a wok. I'm talking about walking. I know that I'm a very incapable speaker. Third, lower priority. Focus on this, beavers. You can do it. We have the logs. We also have a lot of gears being made that doesn't quite need to be made. Treated planks is pretty much full. We don't need that. This is enough. Use the logs to connect this power up so we can at least have 1 day of greening over here. Come on, beavers. Get in there. Make me proud. This is full. We've got beavers pumping water. Come on, beavers. I want to see these produce a little bit of water at least. I don't think it's going to happen, but... And yes, we have at least 0.2 of a day of water in here. It is quite something. But with that hectic of an episode, I think this is the end for today. Let's give our beavers back some time to actually relax and everything. So we have a 22-day drought. And how we'll go about that, you're gonna have to find out in the next episode. Feels like a very short episode, but it was a lot of work to actually reinstall everything to make this map playable again. But next time out, we're gonna do incredible things. things I now have to think about and reevaluate pretty much everything. But thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It was something fun sharing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the most important thing is have a very good rest of your day. Goodbye.